This is a Fox News alert live from America's News headquarters. I'm Anita Vogel. There has been a mass shooting at the Batman film premiere in a suburb of Denver. Our local affiliate KDVR is reporting that one shooter is in custody and one shooter is on the loose. There are reportedly multiple deaths here, including children. We also don't know yet if there are injured people or just how many people were on the scene. But for more on this developing story, we're joined now by Justin Joseph, who has reported with our affiliate KDVR. He joins us now live on the phone from the scene. Joseph, what can you tell us at this late hour? What's happening there on the scene in Aurora, just outside of Denver?
Well, it is a very active scene out here. What I can confirm for you at this point is that 20 people have been injured and are at the hospital. There are at least 10 confirmed dead inside the theater. That's from police sources. As you say, this all happened in the midnight showing of Batman here at the Century 16 Theater in Aurora. As far as what the scene looks like, what we know, witnesses tell me that they were just starting the movie when two people in two different theaters came inside. They stood up. They had body armor on, gas masks. They used tear gas to frighten everyone. People started running, and that's when these men opened fire. We were told there were at least two long guns. We were told the scene inside was chaotic. People were running. We were told that as they were running outside, they saw bodies laying everywhere. We were told that there were children involved. What happened next is obviously police came to the scene pretty quickly. They tried to get a secure perimeter, but they were only able to get one person in custody. We were told they are still looking for a second shooter at this point. There is a perimeter set up here at the mall. We were told they are searching inside one of the adjacent mall complexes. There was an open door, is what a police source was telling me. At this point, they are searching every inch of that. There are canine dogs inside, but it is still very much an active scene out here. As far as the witnesses on scene, a lot of very upset people. People are showing up, people who had family members inside. It is a tragic scene out here in Aurora, one very reminiscent of Columbine. Anita?
Yeah, Justin, this just sounds horrific. You're telling us that, according to eyewitnesses, both of these suspects had some kind of weapons and they used tear gas. What about explosions? Because we're reading reports about possible explosions at the scene as well.
Well, both reports are correct. What we were told is that the gunmen had some sort of a tear gas device which they ignited, and then when police found one of the suspects' car, they found a device inside of it. Now, I've heard unconfirmed reports that device may have activated. No one was injured out in the car, but what we do know is there was at least one device on scene in addition to the tear gas.
And describe these gunmen from what you've been able to gather from the eyewitness accounts. These were masked gunmen. They used tear gas in the theater and then opened fire. And what do we know about the victims? You said there are children involved here. Do we know how many?
Anita, what I'm told is it was several teenagers. I'm told from one eyewitness that a baby was shot almost at point-blank range. There were other children that were injured as well. In terms of the gunmen, all I know about them from police sources at this point is that witnesses described them as having some sort of a body armor on. They also had gas masks on, which of course would suggest that this was premeditated. Witnesses say it was a frightening scene as this movie's playing out. They weren't sure if these people were playing some sort of a role with the movie, and then when the shots started ringing out, they knew at that point that they were dealing with a major tragedy.
Justin, you're saying that a baby was shot at close range. From what you've been able to gather out there, did this appear to be some sort of a random shooting? Were these suspects targeting people? What have you heard about that?
Well, Anita, all that the witnesses say is it looked random. They said these people were shooting anywhere and in any direction and anybody who was anywhere. So they say at this point it didn't look like they were targeting anyone. They think they may have used this tear gas to sort of get the crowd to want to run out of the theater, and as these people started running, that's when these gunmen opened fire. I'm told during all of this, the theater managers were pulling the fire alarms to try and get the other theaters to evacuate, and that's what sort of created this mass panic. Everyone was running. There were gunshots being fired. There were bodies on the ground. I'm told it was chaos inside the theater.
Justin, was this a late showing? Was this a midnight showing? And how did the police or authorities on the scene capture the one suspect?
Anita, I'm still working those details with a police source. I don't know exactly how they caught up with that one specific shooter. What we do know is that they are still looking for the second shooter. It looks like this was a tandem that was inside the theater. It was a midnight showing of the Batman. What we were told is it was the premiere. It started at 12:01. The previews had already played, and it was almost just as the movie started. The first sight of Batman is when these two individuals stood up and when the chaos started.
And Justin, is anybody talking about who these shooters might be? Was there any familiarity with who they might be? And did they seem to be acting out a plan, as you mentioned. Did anybody say that they were perhaps local residents, or was anybody familiar with them?
Too early to say. What I do know is police sources tell me that the gang unit has been called here to the scene, which may suggest that it was gang-related. But again, it's very early in the investigation. It's still very much an active scene, so we expect more of those details as the sun comes up out here in Aurora.
And Justin, we know that you're there on the scene right now. Just describe to us what's happening right now. It's hard to imagine. It sounds like a lot of chaos.
It is. It's what I can tell you is about 5 minutes ago they brought in about 5 what we call RTD buses. These are the regional transport buses that you would expect in any city to transport people. We were told those buses are going inside where the witnesses are gathered. They're going to put those witnesses on a bus and get them out of the scene so they can start interviewing them. As far as the scene itself, the theater is surrounded by police. We have seen police from all different jurisdictions. When the shooting happened, they put a call out for any available officers in any jurisdiction, and those officers